Well, let's have a quick deer discussion today. These are Topo Adventures. I enjoy them. They have a really good grip. Poor Socks, when he was hiking with me, he was hiking in hookahs, and apparently the sole on them was slick, and he just slid around rocks, and I was okay. However, this is my second pair. Not second pair on this trip, but second pair. I was going to make a joke. How do you tell a thru hiker from a section hiker? By the duct tape on the shoes. You know, this little flap here really ought to extend up to here. It ought to be glued on better, but it's not. Anyway, the left one came loose. I brought shoe glue with me, glued it on, and you know, they just don't make duct tape like they used to. It just won't stick. But it won't come off because it's glued on now. Boy, I didn't get the video camera turned on last night. I just made it to Wiley's shelter right here behind me. And as soon as I got here, it opened up. And you know, I just had my tent just barely set up, dove inside there to get out of the rain. Everything got wet all around me, the picnic table, everything soaking wet. But, you know, I was dry. But, wow, that's the second day in a row. It was perfect. I made it just into camp, just at the rain. It's supposed to rain tonight after midnight. I'm confident I can make it where I'm going before midnight. Wiley's shelter, they got everything you could possibly need. I love the crutches in the back, just in case you're injured. Here they are, shovel for the fire pit, everything. By the way, this really cute log cabin shelter was made in 1940. Wow. Boy, what will they think of next to put in here at the shelter? You got a privy, you know, you've got this great lending library. Oh, there's a James Patterson in there. All kinds of great stuff. They look a little thick for me to be carrying around. But let me turn around here. You know how sometimes you just can't find a great campsite and you're like, it's just not perfectly level? Wow, how about that one? So this is at the Wiley shelter. Yeah, it's a shame my tent's not freestanding, but boy, that's tempting. So I'm hiking along, minding my own business, and I say, wait a minute, that looks a lot like a plant I'm growing in my yard down in Texas. Here's a hosta. I double-checked it. It's called the blue plantain hosta, growing all over the place here, growing native. How about that? Well, just FYI, I'm almost to Connecticut, so maybe hostas are from Connecticut. Ran across another kind of cool plant. I've seen this for days, and it kind of caught my eye because the leaves are almost opposite each other, and you don't normally get leaves that are directly opposite, and then sometimes have clusters of three. Japanese barberry is what this is called. So ornamental that's escaped for the last 140 miles. Pretty cool. I know I didn't do much of the nature and the trees and that kind of thing while I was hiking with Socks, but that's because, well, we were busy and because the trail was hard. A little easier section right here. I see I have an opportunity to get my feet wet here. The bridge is gone. Somebody was kind enough to run a rope. I don't know if I want to trust that or not, but wow. Well, you know, all in a day. It rained yesterday, so I had wet shoes yesterday. Why not? Wet shoes again, maybe. Or maybe not. Just for those of you that are curious, yes, I made it across the creek without getting my feet wet. And I get to walk along another really cool rock wall. Sorry for the jiggliness. I got to get going today. Back in colonial times, people would put a toll road in and create what was called a corduroy road. Cut down a bunch of logs, stick them in a swamp area, and then when you put your wagon through, you know, it didn't bog down and they could charge a toll for that. Apparently, it was a good idea, and you know, good ideas seem to stick with you. Here I am walking through the muddy, yucky section, corduroy section. Nice. Hey, and another one bites the dust. This means I've now completed 9 states of the Appalachian Trail. Making progress. Of course, the saying is that by the time I hit the whites in New Hampshire, you've completed over 2/3 of the trail, but you've only used about 1/4 of the energy level required. Everybody talks about how nasty it is. How bad could it be? I'll find out in about 3 weeks. Well, I made it to the top of 10 Mile Hill. That's New York on the other side of the valley. And wow, look at how the caterpillars have just obliterated all the trees over there. It looks just like fall. Oh my gosh. I gotta tell you, last night at Wiley Shelter, the caterpillars were pretty bad. Wow, at least here in Connecticut, doesn't seem to be too nasty. So far on this trip, we haven't played everybody's favorite game, Name That Tree. Well, today we're gonna start that back up. So we have Name That Tree. This is a striped maple. And I know you were like, okay, sure, that's a maple tree. Well, for comparison, here's a real maple tree. That's the real maple leaf there. Get a good view of that. Okay. And then we go over here and we get the striped maple. Sometimes you hear this in woodworking as a tiger maple. And so it's highly prized by woodworkers. Of course, I've only seen the itty bitty ones. I guess they cut all the bigger ones down years ago, but way cool anyway. My friend Socks and I stumbled through New Jersey and New York, and we're in Connecticut now. Well, I'm in Connecticut now. And I had to take this video just for him because he couldn't hardly believe it. And in Connecticut, they actually care about their hikers, I guess. And they put these amazing things in. They're called steps. How nice was that? Well, there's 10 Mile Creek. In Texas, they'd have called that a river. Pretty wild. And here we have 10 Mile Creek flowing into the Housatonic River. I heard the water is polluted and that you can't drink it. I don't know, I'd have to do some research on that, but I think I remember reading in one of the trail guides that you couldn't drink the water. It's okay, I don't need water right now, but boy, it sure is pretty, and I sure am thankful for this fantastic bridge. Wow. Well, here I am on the little community of Bulls Bridge near Kent, Connecticut. Nice covered bridge, and I think I can get a sandwich on the other side. Well, I'm about 5 miles outside of the town of Kent, Connecticut. I just came up the Housatonic River. The Housatonic River is right down in this little area right here, running up that valley. They dam it at various places to make hydroelectric power. This morning, I started out on that far ridge over there. It's been a long walk, up and down, up and down. But in Connecticut, it does seem easier than having hiked through Jersey or New York. Of course, I'm only, 8 to 10 miles in, so too early to judge still, but it's been a great climb so far. I think I'm on the top. I hope I'm on the top.